There is a reason these words have found you now. Out of all the messages that could have reached your screen today, this one arrived at the exact hour your heart most needed to hear it. That is not an accident. Heaven has been closer to your story than you realize, and in this moment of quiet ache, I, Mary, the Virgin who carried the Savior and stood beneath his cross, speak gently but clearly to you. Your loneliness will turn into peace soon. You have been walking through rooms that feel too silent, returning to a home that echoes with absence, scrolling through your phone hoping a message will appear that never does. You have felt the strange heaviness of being surrounded by people and still feeling alone. There are times you smile in public and collapse inside when the door closes. There are evenings when you cook for one and try not to count the plates that are missing. There are nights when your thoughts grow loud and the bed feels vast, and you wonder if anyone truly sees you, if anyone knows the private battles you fight with quiet bravery. You have learned how to hide your ache so others won't worry, but the ache keeps living in the quiet corners of your days. You have wondered if God notices this kind of pain. The pain without obvious wounds, the ache without dramatic scenes, the sorrow that arrives in subtle ways like a shadow at dusk. You've told yourself to be strong, to keep going, to be grateful for what you have, and still there is a longing that never quite leaves. You miss the sound of a voice that used to be there. You miss the safety of being known. You miss laughing without the fear that it will be followed by another long stretch of silence. Sometimes the future looks like a hallway with too many doors closed. Sometimes your heart whispers the question you rarely say out loud: will I always feel this alone? Listen closely. Heaven has not ignored your loneliness. The Father has watched you set the table and pause at the empty chair. He has seen you open your messaging apps and close them again, hoping not to look desperate. He has heard the prayers you prayed without words, the sighs, the deep breaths, the long stares at nothing. He has counted every tear you wiped away quickly so no one would notice. Your loneliness is not a small thing to God, and it is not an embarrassment to his heart. He meets people in deserts. He builds gardens in places that look barren. He calls himself Emmanuel, God with us, because he refuses to leave you in the cold hallways of your own thoughts. Your loneliness will turn into peace soon. Not because you will learn to pretend better. Not because you will numb yourself enough to stop caring. Not because you will fill your life with distractions to avoid the ache. Your loneliness will turn into peace because peace is coming toward you. Real, steady, deep peace that does not depend on whether someone texts you back, whether Friday night is busy or empty, whether life is loud or quiet. Peace that remains when plans change, when people fail, when rooms empty. Peace that moves into the same places loneliness used to occupy and claims them as holy ground. There are reasons your heart feels so exposed. You were created for connection, not isolation. You were designed to be known, not merely seen. There is nothing wrong with you for needing companionship, for missing friendship, for desiring love. Heaven is not asking you to become a stone. But there is a peace that must be planted first. A peace that makes every other love safer. A peace that keeps you from bending yourself into shapes that were never meant for you. When peace takes root in your soul, you no longer chase people to keep from drowning. You walk with people because you are breathing easily in the presence of God. And that changes everything. You may be thinking, I've waited long enough. I've tried to make peace. I've read the books, said the prayers, gone to the places, smiled at the right time. Why does the ache stay? Peace is not a performance. It is a presence. It will not come because you finally perfected your routine. It will come because you allow yourself to be held. It will come when you stop explaining your pain to those who cannot carry it and bring it, unedited, to the one who already knows it all. Peace grows when you stop measuring your worth by how many invitations you receive or how many unread messages sit in your inbox, and start allowing heaven's voice to be the loudest one in the room. There is a change beginning even now. You might not feel fireworks. You might only sense a slight softening where there was once a tightness, A small exhale where there was once a constant brace against hurt. That small shift matters. Peace often arrives like dawn, not like lightning. Quiet, gradual, certain. First the dark feels thinner. Then a line of light draws across the horizon. Then colors return to the world and you realize morning has come. So it will be with you. What has been gray will find color again. What has been heavy will lift. What has been loud inside your head will grow quiet as your heart learns a new rhythm. There are people being prepared for your life in ways you cannot see yet. Friendships that will feel safe and gentle, conversations that will feel like shelter, connections that will not demand you shrink to be accepted. There will be days ahead when laughter doesn't echo painfully but lands softly, when you return home and feel welcomed by your own space because peace lives there too. There will be nights when silence becomes a friend instead of an enemy, when prayer feels like a warm light in the room, not an empty ritual into the air. Peace will change how your space feels, and then it will change how you feel even in crowded places. Peace will travel with you. You have been tempted to adapt by hardening your heart. You told yourself, if I stop needing people, I won't feel this pain. But the same walls that block pain also block the warmth that heals it. Heaven is not asking you to become invulnerable. Heaven is teaching you the difference between thin, brittle defenses and strong, soft boundaries. Peace makes you soft without breaking. Peace lets you say no without fear. Peace lets you say yes without panic. Peace lets you take your time and trust that nothing truly yours will be lost while you are resting. There are memories that still sting. A friendship that turned distant without explanation. A family gathering where you felt invisible. A romance that faded into silence. A community that once fit and then did not. Those memories have been teaching your nervous system to expect abandonment, to flinch at closeness, to brace for rejection. Peace will rewrite those reflexes. It will not erase your story, but it will change the meaning your heart draws from it. You will no longer interpret every pause as rejection, every quiet as judgment, every slow reply as a dismissal of your worth. Peace will teach your heart to wait without wounding itself. Right now, if these words touch the place you've kept hidden, respond with a simple act of faith. In the comments, write, I welcome peace. Let your own hands agree with what your heart longs for. That sentence is not only for algorithms. It is a way of opening the door on your side. After you write it, take one deep breath. Inhale slowly. Exhale slowly. Tell your body, we are safe. Peace is coming home. You may ask, what do I do while I wait for this peace to grow? Do not punish yourself for having needs. Water the ground where peace will grow. Create small rituals that honor your soul. Light a candle when you pray. Take a quiet walk without your phone. Put a chair by a window and call it your place of meeting with God. When the loneliness rises, do not run from it. Invite Him into it. Say out loud, sit with me here. Do not rush to fill every silence with noise. Let some of the silence become sacred. In that stillness, you will notice gentle nudges to reach out to one person, to send one message, to accept one invitation, to join one small thing. Peace rarely isolates. It often leads you to simple, sustainable connections. You have also believed at times that your loneliness is proof of your unworthiness. It is not. Loneliness is not a verdict. It is a signal. It signals that your heart is awake to its design, that you were made to be known and loved. Let the signal guide you, not condemn you. Bring it to God exactly as it is. I feel alone and it hurts. There is no shame for the lonely in Heaven's presence. You are not a burden for needing care. You are not weak for craving companionship. You are human, and Heaven delights in meeting humans where they truly are. Soon you will notice something beautiful. Gratitude will start visiting you at unexpected times. You will find yourself thankful for small, tender things. The way light sits on your table in the morning, the quiet comfort of a warm drink held in two hands, the way a certain song settles your breathing, the kindness in the eyes of a stranger. Gratitude is peace's close friend. The more you notice, the more you'll realize that you have never truly been alone in the way you feared. Presence has been following you even through the loneliest corridors. Peace will make you aware of it. There will be a moment, sooner than you think, when you realize the sharp edge of your loneliness has softened. You will be in the middle of an ordinary day and realize that your chest is not tight, that your thoughts are not racing to fill a void, that you are sitting quietly and you are okay. Peace will not need to announce itself with fanfare. You will simply notice that you are breathing easier. You will look back and see that the transformation did not happen in one grand second, but in many small moments of being met, seen, and held by God in the ordinary. As your loneliness turns into peace, people will experience a gentler presence when they are with you. Your peace will be contagious. Rooms will feel kinder when you enter because you no longer come searching for someone to heal your emptiness. You come carrying a fullness that invites rest. You will find healthier friendships because peace will make you honest and clear. You will be slower to people please and quicker to love genuinely. You will be less afraid of pauses in conversation and more attuned to the person in front of you. Peace will make you present. If this message finds you right where you are, seal it with another declaration. My loneliness is turning into peace. Write it even if your hands tremble, even if your eyes sting. Sometimes the first way peace enters is through your own words making room for it. After you write it, consider sharing this video with someone who might be hiding the same ache. You do not know who stands at their sink washing a single cup, who sits in a parked car a few extra minutes before going into an empty home. Your share could be the whisper that keeps them from sinking deeper. Click like if these words have rested on your heart. It might feel simple, but it helps this message find others who are quietly hurting. Subscribe if you want a steady voice of comfort returning to you week after week, especially on the days when silence feels heavy again. Let this become a place where you are reminded consistently that heaven has not grown bored with your battles and has not forgotten your name. Now, as you prepare to move on with your day or your night, receive this blessing. May the presence that never leaves sit with you in every quiet room. May the air in your home feel warmer as if someone kind has just entered, because someone has. May your sleep be gentler tonight. May your mornings stop starting with dread and begin to start with a soft hope. May you feel guided even in small decisions. May you sense a companionship that does not demand, does not judge, does not leave. And may you see signs in the next days that peace is taking root where loneliness used to grow. Your loneliness will turn into peace soon. Not in a way that erases your need for others, but in a way that anchors you before, during, and after every human encounter. Soon you will notice that you are okay by yourself. And from that place you'll be more free to love and be loved. Soon the quiet will stop sounding like accusation and start sounding like invitation. Soon the empty chair will not mock you. It will remind you that there is still room for what God is bringing. Soon you will not only believe that peace is possible, you will live inside it. If you are ready to welcome that future, whisper now where you are, I receive your peace. Let it be simple. Let it be sincere. Let it be the beginning. And when peace settles even a little, do not rush it away. Sit with it. Breathe with it. Let it teach your heart a new way to be.